We're live now. How am I looking?
You're looking better on this side.
Well, I think I'm better on this side too. Hi. Technical difficulties, the computer, which, it is what it is. All right, let's do this. So tonight we're going to do like this real fancy, healthy thing. What sort of healthy? It's gluten-free, it's keto, it's, keto, gluten-free, Atkins friendly, diabetic friendly.
And some diet we've never heard of.
Yeah.
Starts with a B or something.
I don't know. Something like that. Anyways, we're also going to be making mulled wine. And this lady is actually going to dance real nice for you. So Carmen really likes her dancing. Why you got to give me that face all the time? You know when you have a 17-year-old now? They just look at you like with disgust a lot of the times. Like you don't even have to do anything.
It's not really disgust. It's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's like, what is happening?
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
So.
There's love in there. It's just real deep.
Is that what it is? All right. So first, I'm going to do a couple of things. I got to get this going and melt this ghee.
I thought you were starting the mulled wine first.
Okay.
I'm just wondering.
So I'm doing some ghee because this has got to get warm into temperature, but I don't know how much I'm doing. I'm just doing a lot, and because I want to coat it because we're gonna pan fry these, so we don't need a ton. But yeah, these are samosas. They're Indian in origin, I guess, from that region of the world. I thought I'd do a little coconut oil and ghee, mix that stuff right up. Sure, it's going to be weird tasting, but
we checked the smoke points.
It should be fine.
So that they are compatible, so we don't end up with like one really high and one low. And
also, if you mix them, even like if you mix butter and oil, that raises the smoke point of the butter. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
No, it's fine. All right, I don't need any more of that. All right, so with the mulled wine, we don't need. We just need a good wine, and this is from Orsi Family Wineries in Healdsburg, Sonoma County area.
Mm-hmm.
They own a building now where a place called Arts and Peak was, and we used to go there, and then we went to these guys and had a wonderful little time with a little old Italian man who treated us really well. I don't have a towel. None of this is prepared.
And so they only grow Italian varietals.
Yeah. So I'm just going to open this. Mulled wine is pretty easy to make. I mean, you need mullion spices and you need wine.
So I really like Italian varietals because they're rich.
Yes, they're quite delicious.
That's what we're using, but.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, sorry. I didn't clue the grain though.
I kind of thought about how. Oh, look, honey, here's this top chat problem.
Yeah.
Okay, now
You should say Ping's message, but so like all you really, I mean, literally, it's like you want to take a nice red wine here. Now you can add fruit and you can add other stuff. I've seen, you can get your own.
You add fruit, that's sangria. That's a little different.
No, you can. I watched the whole thing on mulled wine the other day, and that's the.
Nope.
I know you don't believe me.
What they add? Orange slices? Citrus?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, maybe.
So
these are adorable little spice. I put it in that because I didn't want it to, get stale.
Yeah.
What are you checking? Your oil? You're worried about your oil?
Yes.
Okay.
It's already smoking. So.
Oh.
I'm just cooling. I'm turning it down. Yeah, so this is a cast iron. I had it already hot, so I forgot about that. So, do as I don't do. Do as I say. So just get oil. I don't have very much in here. Maybe, I don't know, half an inch, maybe.
I don't even think that, yeah.
How much of this I'm putting in here?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
So anyway, so those are those little spice things.
Yeah, a little spice bag here.
And that will make the removing of the spices much easier.
Yeah, because you don't want to strain this. That's not what you want.
You can.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
But
it's too much. So this has got I don't know what's in here, but I'll read it to you when I go to the thing here real quick. Mulligan spices. This is from Williams Sonoma. It places vin schuld, whatever that means. Let's see. Ingredients. Cinnamon chips, orange rind, whole spice, allspice, whole cloves, cinnamon oil, orange oil. That's it. Isn't that fun? And then you just pull. Look at this. These things are so cool. You can buy these, and the best part about it is they're reusable. You can just wash them in the sink.
Yeah, and you could make tea with them.
Yeah,
I
true.
would tie a little bow or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna also get this boiling and then add it. Sort of like when you steep.
Simmering.
Yeah.
Don't forget the sugar.
How much sugar? Half a cup.
A third to a half a cup, depending on how sweet you want.
Yeah. Let's go with half a cup. I like it sweet.
I know.
Yeah, I don't want this opening, but it's the same time. Let's see. Tonight is the 8th. Monday is the 13th. And that's my birthday. So
That's birthday month.
yeah. I'm gonna let this get going, and then I guess white sugar. You know.
I guess you could add brown sugar. That would add like a whole nother like layer in there.
You good? Do you want me to do that?
I do. I'm curious about that. I pulled out the white sugar because that's the recipe, but like that extra layer of molassesy goodness.
Yeah, why not? I happen to know what brown sugar is. Also, you could use like carbonado sugar, raw, stuff like that.
Yeah, let's use something less.
You're still a little bit behind.
Oh, you are?
Not too much, though. Okay. Oh. I'm just gonna go.
I think it's good. Yeah.
You probably need.
You probably, is that a halfer?
Try that down a little bit. Wooden spoon, I think, is the best application here.
What's making the sound?
The hot pan.
Oh.
It's not simmering yet. What was that? It's like that brown sugar just like disappeared.
No, don't add more.
That was enough for that to make it happen.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I'm doing it back there because it's going to be out of the way because we got a lot to do. So, yeah. Anyways, tell your friends if you can't find this, then well, we'll see you on the other side. But here's what we're going to do. So this is still super hot, and I don't know why. It shouldn't be that hot. It's off. But I need to do some chopping broccoli. Not broccoli, some cauliflower. So I got this big old head of, it's like a pound, I think. I only need 8 ounces of this, 6 ounces of this. And so I'm just going to chop it all because we'll have to use it in something else later. We'll use it for rice.
Yeah.
Cauliflower rice. Didn't we have a technique for doing this when we did Whole30?
Yeah, you shred it. You grate it like
right,
on a cheese grater.
Yeah, that's right. And I was gonna cut this down, but
I would cut it in half.
Well,
grate it, and that's about how much you need, and then save the.
Because I'm not gonna do anything with that.
Right.
That's all bull. You don't need that crap. The worms or the compost will really love it. I'm just gonna use the smaller of the two here.
There's like your compost is going really good, yeah?
Yeah, it's like 140 degrees or something like that.
Gosh, I have the hiccups.
You have the hiccups. What do you have the hiccups for? What you got hiccups for?
I don't know.
Yeah, see how that is?
So much easier.
Yeah. Then if you were trying to chop this up, it'd take you forever. Plus, so I got the scale because I want to make sure that whatever we have will weigh it out to be 6 ounces. Stuff is going everywhere. That's what you get when you do. What is this? Broccoli, cauliflowers. They're like flowers, So that was asparagus. Asparagus, and what's the other one? Artichoke hearts. So, anyways, I've never done this before. So, well, I've done this, but I've not made this recipe before.
So it should work.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Anything's possible. This is like falling apart like a crazy person. So maybe there is some rhyme or reason to it. I don't want to grate my fingers, but
That's why you have all that stemmy stuff. Just hold on to that.
no, because I need to get my wrist into it. I thought.
What? What does that mean?
Ow! Son of a!
Oh, I distracted you and you hurt yourself.
I did. What's going on the phone? Are you playing Waka or whatever it is you're playing?
I was earlier, but I'm not now.
Hey, Piper, I don't think there's anything in there for you.
Well, you never know until you look.
So, this is gonna.
Did you crack a lack or something?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like her MO. Okay. I'm just getting a little, like a bowl, just so I can weigh it, because it's, ounces. I don't know why we use ounces for everything. We don't need the ounces. 6 ounces. Now, this is because you're making a filling, right? Have you never had a samosa? I mean, look it up. It's like a, sort of like an Indian pot sticker, but a little bit, right? So.
Do you hear that?
That's the ball.
I know, and it's still rolling.
Pretty loud. I went to my office for like 2 seconds this morning to do something, and before I came home, and the guy sitting in the office next to me apparently he has like a problem with his UPS and battery backup, and it's like.
Oh, so irritating.
And if his door's closed, you can still hear the hallway if your door is open. And so Liam, my coworker, he was sitting there and he was like, "Do you hear that?" The other day, he had his door open and I had my door closed. So by the transition property, I could still hear it. So.
Are you going to put those spices in there yet? No, it's not ready yet?
Nope, it's not
Shoot.
simmering yet. It's almost. This is like right in my way. That's only 2 ounces. 2 and a
Oh,
half.
so you might need the whole head.
You may. I mean, we're just gonna play it by ear here because this apparently chaos ensues this evening.
It does. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's how we roll.
nobody's watching anyway, so doesn't show you is watching.
Well, that's not my problem.
She is still there, but yeah. Sometimes that happens though. Sometimes it doesn't show everyone.
I don't know. Did you subscribe to the channel? Maybe that's why.
I subscribed. I already liked the video. I liked your other video that failed.
I just have to give her a hard time because it's part of my job.
She's here for you, honey.
Anyways, this is tedious, and I should have just bought rice.
No, that is. Sometimes I'm all for.
This is tedious and stupid. You're not the one doing it, and if you were, you'd be saying the same thing I would be.
Okay, well, is there something else you can do, and we'll finish that part?
No, because I just got to get it done. It's like
Okay,
what
well.
I'm making ingredients.
Tell an amusing story.
I don't have an amusing story. I mean, I don't. It's Christmas. I mean, it's.
You made a really good dressing for the coleslaw last night. What was in it? It was by far the best you've done so far.
It had mayonnaise. It had apple cider vinegar. It had maple syrup. And something else.
That might be the trick.
The seeds.
Celery seeds. That's right. Good plan. That's why we have. What is happening? This is like chaos. I am so verklempt right now. All this mess. It's really getting to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and chop this up a little bit. This is dumb. This is a dumb thing that I decided to do here. You ever get halfway through something, you're like, I should just quit doing this?
You're not even halfway.
I know.
You've like just begun.
I know. But the best part of this is people are going to tune in and be like, did I miss it? This is going to be 9:30 and we're still going to be out. Good thing the ribs are cooking or they're warming back up. I made ribs yesterday too. I was feeling better. I haven't been feeling so well this week, and but here we are.
But you did not have the COVID.
I did not. I was just had low energy.
Just had the oogie boogie.
You know how it is, folks. Low energy. I'm like 5.
So you're giving up the grading? Is
Yeah.
that what's happening
Yeah.
here?
Because it's a mess and I don't like it. I got to do cheese in a minute, and that's just going to be a mess too because you got to do fine. I don't know what that means. So, you know what? Chaos. Let's lean into it.
I think you should go back to the grader. I mean, not that you're not doing
It's
a
done.
great
I'm
job.
done. That's 6 ounces.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yay.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. No more. I'm going to throw it in the garbage and watch it rot. And then now this is happening. I don't understand. In general, my life is chaos.
Can I put my bun
What did you say?
Do you want to put a man bun in? She has a tie for you.
This is the thing I have to put up with 2 women in the house again. It's ridiculous.
I'm actually finding it quite comforting.
I appreciate it, but I don't have that much hair. I just have this weirdness.
It's growing out. It'll get there.
Never.
Have faith.
Some days it looks fine, and some days it looks like this. This is what happens when you wash your hair with shampoo. Now, getting it wet and doing its business, that's fine. Do that. I don't know. But whatever. I would look so foolish if I did that.
Well, my bangs are shorter than your hair, and I can put them in a bun.
So see, she's got it done.
This point, I'm just banging the drum. Actually, no, I wanted to clean that out so that I could, because we got to do this cheat. So I'm getting sort of prep work before we start this process, because if we don't, it's going to take forever. So, I mean,
You're making the wraps though, right?
yeah, but they come together pretty quick, according to the recipe. Listen, what do we got to do?
Nothing.
You guys can get the ribs out. Neither will I suffer on live air while nobody's watching except for Carmen, which is great because she's here and on things. So here we are. We only need half of this. 8 ounces. So, it says a fine grate, right? I think
Yeah.
that's what it says.
Because you want it to no, not that side.
No,
Is that no?
I'm not using this, or I'm not using
Use that little side. Yeah. Wait, let me see that side.
It's fine.
Let me see the side you're using.
That is fine.
Oh yeah. That's good. Yeah.
I'm not. The big side I would use, but the other side, I'm not using whatever the Parmesan setting is. That'd be insane.
No, that has little star points. I would just get so gummy.
Yeah. Probably would have helped me tonight. Anyway.
Silly. Okay. So this is the dough.
Well, it's part of the dough.
There's mozzarella in the dough.
Yeah, but this is like low fat, gluten free, all fun stuff because
Keto.
yeah.
So it's almond flour.
Yeah, which will be the gluten free part. But the other part is it's like I looked it up. It's flour, water, and kind of like a regular, almost like a wonton wrapper.
It's flour, water, and fat is the fat coming from. But this is low fat, but still it has fat.
Yeah, I guess.
Is this like the binder
I don't know.
to help make the almond flour stick together?
I'm gonna go with yes, but I got water going with a double.
I'm trying to feed you questions that you can sound super smarty.
I've never made this, so I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, but you know about food and.
well, I would imagine so, but again, I don't make a ton of this type of food either, so I'm not sure what the substitutes are.
Oh.
So it's all new.
So you're saying you could just buy wonton wrappers?
I would probably do that, which is what I wanted to do, but A, I couldn't find them easily, and B, I was like, well, I'm in this fancy supermarket Sprouts that has super fine almond flour as per the instructions.
No. But they didn't have wrappers? Sometimes it's hard to find wrappers.
I looked in the places where you would find them, normally have them.
Yeah, produce,
Yeah.
which is weird.
I gotta be cold.
Yeah,
I don't know where else.
and not frozen, I guess.
Yeah. This, see, look at how tedious this is. They should have done all of this off camera and then just did a little bit.
And for this is part of it.
I don't know about that. Oh God.
It's the cheese getting warm.
Yep. Everything is getting warm, including Mike. Sweaty mess over here.
Wow.
Trying to do this while you have to work and other things is.
Well, you could go back to Saturdays,
I'm thinking about it.
but people like the weekday better.
I think it's flipped because some people who participate can't participate because they can be up later on Saturday. And so they have, whatever it is, school nights or kids or whatever the hell that keeps people from doing stuff that's fun. So, all right. So okay. I don't obviously know what a medium onion is because
they need to give like a weight.
Hold on. I'm going to show you. They do have a weight. That's the problem. This is what I would consider a large onion. This is what I would consider a medium onion, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. A medium onion or about 4 ounces.
That's going to be way more than 4 ounces.
Yeah, of course it is because.
How much does that onion weigh just now?
Right now?
Yeah.
9.5.
How much does a big one weigh?
Oh, well. Let's play. How much does it weigh?
I'm going to go a pound.
Oh, good guess. 1 pound, 1/4 ounce.
Oh, so you could do a fourth of that onion.
I could just do half of this.
Or you could do half of that.
Yeah. We'll use this.
So so what is a medium onion? That's a really
look, so this is
random.
medium. Maybe even this is.
Yeah, I was going to say the one that you're calling medium, I would call that small.
Yeah. This is, okay, so there's a medium. That's like 12 ounces. Whoever writes recipes is insane. That's all I have to say about that. But.
Well, I guess what would they have to, what just happened?
Nothing, I hit that thing.
They'd have to write
everywhere.
one tiny onion.
Literally everywhere. The man of my existence.
Oh, I thought she was in there with you.
Yep, because that would just be part of the course, but it's fun. Now she's just, what is it? What do you have over there? Is that a recipe book? Oh, how apropos.
She is the recipe book again?
Yeah,
Well, she had Rudolph earlier.
Rudolph? Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a Mark. What is happening? I'm gonna hang up my apron screens. This is it. 81 episodes. We did it. That's it. That's all I can handle. I'm gonna take this outer layer off because this has. I'm putting the stuff over there to give you the food. Gives it a word. But look, it has this little.
You can't give that to the worms, can you?
No, I'm not giving it to the worms.
Compost.
I'm giving it to the compost.
What does that weigh now?
1/4.
Perfect.
And this is what it just says 1 medium onion. So you can just put this whole thing right in there. Weird.
You're not going to, you're going to saute it?
You have to saute it.
I mean, that's not what I meant to say.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
dice the hell out of it.
You're going to dice it. I was thinking maybe you might also grate it.
No. It doesn't say to do that, and I think that would be weird to do it if it doesn't say it. Also,
But it doesn't say anything.
Well, no, so I'm just guessing at what a normal human being would do. And this is
There's
what,
a little skin sticking to the bottom. You may not be
Yeah,
able to
it's
see
fine.
that.
well, skin never hurts you, right?
True. It's where the vitamins are.
Chicken skin, human skin, whatever.
Ew. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? Apparently tonight a lot. So, I'm just doing a real. I mean, look how tidy that is. Because this is going to cook down and it's going to disappear, right? It's going to become part of the filling and like. You think you get rid of that skin and it just shows up.
I told you it was there, and you were like, meh.
So I saw a thing about how you don't get this to stick to that. So it's like you drag it. Even that didn't work. There's a way to do it, and it doesn't stick, but it's because of the motion of which you chop. But I don't think I can do it. I think you have to go like drag it through, and it has to be really sharp. See how some of it did stick? But this is obviously not super sharp, even though I just sharpened it. So whatever.
I think now's the time to go looking for new, if you want new pans or new knives or anything, because a lot of stuff's on sale,
Yeah,
for the
and,
holidays.
Christmas things. One thing I need to go look at our Costco is that I saw somebody online was talking about how Costco has now a Kirkland brand vacuum sealer bags that go with your vacuum, like your.
Do they work with all of them?
Yeah, they work with your food.
Oh, nice.
And they're half the price.
Oh, wow.
So, for a guy who used a lot of vacuum bags.
Yeah, but when was the last time you purchased them?
I mean, Denise gave me some. So.
Do you have the hiccups now?
What? Do I have the hiccups? No.
Oh.
I decided to just. I'm going to get some water, though. So, I mean, what does it matter? We're going to be here for 9 hours.
Stay hydrated, people.
That's right. It's a marathon, not a race. It's not a sprint tonight. Ping, we're going to be almost in exactly the same spot.
Ping's not watching it.
I know, but
when he comes back
and catches up, he will see that we are almost in the exact same spot we started.
I like that they're playing Clue.
Yeah, we love Clue.
I love Clue.
All right, so I only need this little knob because I need about a tablespoon.
No.
And so I somebody said use a spoon, but the amount of waste that I'm actually going to do and the speed at which I can do this is going to be not enough to make it worth its while. Geez, Jack, could you make more noise? He wants to go out.
He just wants attention.
That's it.
He wants to go out and then he wants to come back
Don't get rid
in.
of these. You can save these little skin nubbins and put them in warm water and make tea. Speaking of that, this is right at simmer. We're going to put that in there and let it steep. I don't have it on very high, so I have it like medium-high heat, and that's fine. So.
It's finally supposed to snow.
Yeah, well, it's going to be cold. I bet you it doesn't snow, but I bet you it gets cold. Well,
Yeah.
I could get lucky. Who knows? It's Reno, Sparks. It does anything it wants here. The weather is insane. So we have rain, and the dogs go outside, and it's named the back door is the name of the camera. So when the camera goes off, it says there's motion at your back door, and it makes me giggle. I may have mentioned that, but if not, okay.
No,
so I'm gonna mince this. So what I actually probably you could do is
You could grate it.
you could, but I'm just gonna show you. I mean, it's like anything, right? Get it nice and
That's
small.
a lot of ginger.
Yeah, it's 1 tablespoon.
That looks like way more than 1 tablespoon.
When you mince it up, it will be 1 tablespoon. I'm almost certain. I always underestimate this. And if not, then we have a little bit extra and I have enough. Right?
Yeah.
So, again, it's like doing.
So is 1 inch 1 tablespoon? Is that
I mean,
how you guesstimate?
Somebody said, what was I watching the other day? I think I was watching something on Bon Appetit. That was it. Oh, see? Look, I told you, Ben, you'd be back and we'd be almost in the exact same spot. So there is chaos in the room right now, and hopefully anybody who's watching is enjoying it. But we've got mulled wine mulling. It's mulling about its life and my life at the moment, and it's mulling it over. And I'm chopping up and mincing some ginger. And then that's good enough. It's pretty minced. If you wanted to, you could break it down, but it is gonna go in and kind of cook a little bit with the rest of these veggies. So okay, and that's all I think I need. Butter, cauliflower, 1 onion, ginger root, and the rest. Holy moly! Well, there's some cilantro, but let's get this out of the way. Okay, we already preheated this. Let's turn it back on. But as you could probably already guess, I can see cat hair in here, so that's going to be perfect for the rest of this evening.
Delicious.
Ooh, the other thing that also would work, Carmen. But what I saw somebody to keep it stop you from crying is wet a paper towel and set it right next to where you're chopping the onions, and it will attract because it's like sulfuric acid, dried in there, and when it releases, that's what hit your eyes. So it's a teeny tiny bit. It's not very, it's diluted. But if you put a piece of wet paper towel next to it, it migrates through there first. And then you can burn your friends' faces with your hydrochloric acid brownie. So, okay. I'm going to, when the butter's melted and stops foaming, add the cauliflower and the onion. Okay. That is disappointing sizzle. But whatever. I don't care. Whatever.
Are you turning it up?
Yeah, it's all the way up.
Oh.
I just turned it back up because it was not where I wanted it to be. It's going to be fun. It's probably going to work. If it doesn't, well, I got lots of ribs to eat. So
I gotta be honest. I thought that you were preparing that to fry the samosas in. I didn't realize you were cooking the
nope, you're right.
filling.
Nope, you're absolutely right. But now I'm doing both. So here we are.
That seems like a lot of.
Yep. Yep. It is. It'll cook out. It's gonna be fine. Like I said, it's the. Oh, there's motion at the side gate. Not at my back door though. So when we cook this down, who cares? It's ghee. It's.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be tasty, but I just.
It probably is a lot, but
I misunderstood. No, I didn't misunderstand.
No, you didn't. I did. We want those to go. So then we're gonna stir in all the spices and the ginger root together, and then the bad dogs.
I don't know where she's barking.
There's something in the air. I think we're gonna have an earthquake.
It's the snow coming.
No,
it's throwing them off.
It's throwing Doug off too. Change in pressure has really got me all messed up here. Were you playing it online? Are you playing it like on a virtual board game, or were you playing it in person? Because we love Clue.
And if you had the room, would you have said Shakus?
You should. That should be our rule. Amy and her friend Denise, and our friend Denise, they created
we did
drinking Clue, which I thought was
in college. That was a long time ago.
So not a weird ingredient, but what I had to get at. Oh, there we go. Now we got some sizzle. This will be good because this will cook out a little bit, and then also we're gonna put all of these seasonings in here, and they need to bloom, so they needed a little bit of oil, anyways. Obviously, this is probably not as healthy as the author of this recipe intended it to be, but what do we care? But this is Cumin Seeds, which I've never really seen before. They spell exactly like ground up cumin, but I don't know.
Now, wait, didn't we just watch a whole thing about this and about like this already ground up tastes, but the seeds, and then you grind them yourself tastes, wow.
It does.
Weren't we just watching something?
Yeah, we're watching on Badish, binging with Badish.
Yeah. Was it cumin?
Well, it was all kinds of, any spice.
No, he was talking about a specific one.
They're little.
That's all.
All spice berries. It was all spice berries.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna put all the spices into here so that when we're ready for it to go in there, we're just ready.
There is a nice sizzling sound happening now.
There is. We need a half teaspoon, which is not the 3/4 teaspoon, right? It's the second biggest one, but hey, it happened. It worked.
Are you really going to do that? You're not going to rip that thing off? I hate those things. Rip that sucker off.
I'm not going to do that.
Do you want me to do it for you? Would have saved you
suffer,
this. Yeah.
Suffer through it. This is my penance. It does smell nice in here now as this is coming together. So you could, samosas I read also, they come in all varieties. You can make potato ones, you can make meat ones, you can make all vegetables, you can make combinations. So you can, but it's Indian food normally, and a lot of the Indians are Hindu and they don't eat meat or they don't eat beef. So you could, they find cows to be sacred if you didn't know that. Yeah, what I was going to say with that is, so like,
What were you going to say?
you can use pork or chicken. They eat a lot of chicken, a lot of pork. That's why I like chicken tikka masala, right? You like tikka. Have you ever had chicken tikka masala? Have we talked about this?
Who are you talking to? Me?
I'm talking to you.
I don't.
You're the person I talk to when we do this. episode everyone. And she's just confused about who I'm talking to all of a sudden.
I think I've had it before.
Now, this is a thing I've never had before, which is Garam Masala.
Yes,
Which is
you
a
have
spice
had that
blend.
before.
Which is a spice blend, and it is cumin, black pepper, cinnamon, cloves, coriander, and cardamom. So we're sort of double dipping here because we already have cumin and coriander in here, but whatever. That's what the recipe says. I'm starting to think that
This coriander, is that the one that has another name?
cilantro.
Oh, yeah.
It's the seeds of a cilantro. It's cilantro. So
And you're going to add fresh cilantro, right?
I know it's like bam of all kinds of flavors. It's just punching you in the face. Okay, and I also need 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes. Do you want
Less, please. Less is better.
Mhm.
Don't be.
Just a little less.
These guys,
Especially since those are new and they have more punch.
they're collaborating chilies.
Okay.
They're fancy.
Did you get them at
I believe
Italy?
We got these. I think I bought these at Orsi.
Oh, cool.
I bought a bunch of stuff at Orsi. Flour, Italian flour, So
Wine. I just bought wine.
So this is good. This will be good because I think the smoke point on this was too low.
And a dish towel made in Florence.
That's true. You did indeed. We're looking for this to get sort of brown around the edges as it cooks. So, keep going until it gets there. And then, like I said, we need cumin seeds. 1/4 teaspoon to be exact. Yeah. Man. Good thing Bonky didn't sponsor this episode. Those guys are probably watching right now. That's all they're saying. Just shaking their heads at it. Okay, let's smell this. Oh man. So the cinnamon bark and everything that's in here smells unreal. This is gonna be really good. How long does this go?
20 minutes.
I think it's been about 20 minutes.
I think it has to, yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long episode. We're 7:45.
You haven't even made the dough.
Yeah. That hopefully comes around quickly. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna move this when we're done, and then we'll move it back, and it's gonna be fun. Everything's fun. So we need to make the ginger root, coriander, garam masala, ground cumin seeds, chili flakes. So I'm just gonna add this right to it to get it out of the way. And then I'm going to chop the cilantro, which I need about 1/4 cup, which, hey, that looks like 1/4 cup. If we were, trying to be fancy. I don't know how much it needs to be cooked or chopped, so I'm just going to give it, once through like that. Bigger pieces, because I think that's what it's supposed to be. Again, this is going in like a filling. So it'll break down when it heats up. Anyways, you're going to add this in here, and then
Once you take it off the heat.
Turn off the heat, then stir it in, yeah. So I can already see like some of this is starting to brown up because again, when you put that much extra oil in here. It's healthy. It was ghee and coconut oil, so you're gonna have a fun flavor. Buttery, tropical mix.
The coconut oil doesn't taste like coconut.
All right, so I'm gonna stir this in because it needs to bloom. So. It's also going to absorb some of that oil as it mixes, and it's going to take like. Oh god, that smells good. Hispanic cooking has a lot of cumin and coriander.
Latin?
What did I say?
Is it Hispanic?
I don't know.
I think you say Latin.
Okay, sure, Latin.
Oh, that does smell good. Finally wafted over here.
And there's no garlic in this, so.
There's no garlic?
No.
Huh. Did they not use garlic in Indian cooking? I
That
don't know.
So I'm just letting this sit. It's going to 1 to 2 minutes while it does, like everything kind of blooms together. And I'm going to flatten it out, more surface area so it kind of browns a little bit better. And then I'll remove it from the heat and we'll add our cilantro and a little salt and just a little salt. And that's just to like the taste. But it does say 3/4 of a teaspoon, which is a very specific amount, but it also says or to taste. I'm one to go with more salt than less. So I'm going to try. Let me turn the heat off. Okay. Let's have. You want to try this? So this is doing this.
I do.
Okay.
But is it boiling?
Is it boiling?
Yeah.
I mean, it was simmering.
Okay.
This is not ceremonious, everyone. Now you could.
But it is cute.
What was the other thing you could do? You could serve it over
You could chill it,
with ice. So you pour
and serve it over ice.
Yeah. Look at these little cups. Oh, wait. I got a little wine on Sam's face. But ho ho ho! It's gonna be hot, so please be careful.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Man, that is really good smell. There's going to be some carryover heat because this is cast iron. So, and the other thing too, that's the one thing with this is, even if I turn this off, that heating element is still hot. So that's one of the things we're going to have to deal with. How is it?
It smells delicious.
Skeptical about everything else, though?
No. It's just very hot.
Teeny tiny bit. You want me to top it off?
There's a cat here.
Of course there is. What do you think was going to happen? This is chaos ensues around here. So I'm going to take this off completely off the heat because, like I said,
Thank you for being safe with that.
this is got residual heat, so don't put your hand on it.
Maybe put that on the back burner. No, okay. I see what you're doing.
And then this is just going to like rest for, well, actually that's not. I'm going to add the salt and then go from there.
It's very good.
Luckily, I have a 3/4 teaspoon just for this application.
The mulled wine is delicious. Stop it, Jackie.
Did you notice how clean your salt container was?
Yeah, I
Did you
notice
clean
that.
it?
Did you want to clean the entire
You're
outside?
amazing.
That's good. That's good. You're a good kid.
Thank you.
Oh, that does look delightful, though.
That does. Yeah. It's going to make a good filling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little worried about you making these wrappers, but it's going to be great.
You know what? Have faith, my love.
I know, I will.
Okay, so
Yeah, that looks super good.
the ladies are making, what are we making?
Soap.
Soap. Okay. I got a double boiler. Well, I will have a double boiler here shortly. Now I have a double boiler. Isn't that fancy? Okay, so for the dough, I need 3/4 cup of superfine.
This has to happen over heat?
Oh yeah, because you have to. The cheese has to melt and incorporate and make the dough.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no, this is. I've never done anything like this, so you know.
Oh.
Okay, so we want to set up a double boiler. About
Okay,
1
you're in
1/2
charge of
inches.
this.
In the boiler, fry pan, 1 simmering, turn the heat to low. Meanwhile, place the almond flour, cumin, salt, blah, 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 all together. So, all my stuff is just not what I want it to be today. Perfect. That's just exactly what I wanted to happen. How much cumin do I need for this? 1/4 teaspoon. So it's not, I mean, really it's just adding extra flavor to the whole thing. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And the cheese. What is happening? What's that noise? Oh, you know, I know what it is. It's the GoPro. Turning off. So you just, now it's on a double boiler, and this is doing its thing. I'm just going to start cooking or switching this around until it starts to emulsify and the flour and the cheese come together. And it's going to turn into apparently some sort of dough. And we'll see how that happens. I mean, it's warm enough. It's doing its thing. I'm going to get 2 pieces of parchment paper, or just parchment paper, and then make 2 pieces of it. It's like a ghost lives in here. So many things are open right now.
It
Right?
smells so good in here.
It does smell good. Okay, so did I miss something? I hope I didn't miss something. I thought this had citrus in it.
Citrus?
Nope.
Yes, it does.
But it doesn't here.
Hold on.
Flour mixture until it's slow. Turn the dough. No, sure doesn't. I thought it did, but we don't. Okay, so this is starting, like I said, it's warming up, and you can see double boilers to do a gentle melting. You use it for chocolate, or you can temper chocolate. But this is, I think, like I said, the cheese, that's why you want it finer and not the bigger pieces. Is this, yeah, so
What
that's,
were we thinking about with the citrus?
I don't know. But maybe it was a different recipe that you were looking at? And we transposed and combined.
Yeah, possible.
So this is up high. When it comes to a huge simmer, which it's pretty much there. You can see how much water is. But this is starting to already melt. This takes a little bit of time, as you can tell. But I'm going to have some wine, which I don't even know what I did with mine. What did I do with mine? Oh, nope.
It's right there by your phone.
Oh, sure enough.
Sheesh.
Mine has something floating in it too, so don't worry.
Could be a spice.
It does smell delightful.
Yeah, it does smell really good. I know there was citrus in some part of this. Did you put the cumin in the dough?
I did. Oh, that is really great.
Yeah, it is. Ginger.
Really good. I think we're something else we were looking at. I got them. So.
Oh.
What? You sent me the wrong
It
one?
was Parmesan zucchini corn.
Oh, why did I get? Oh, because it was in my head that we needed it for this.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look. I mean, it's slowly starting to like kind of melt here together to make something. So stir together.
Yep. That's why.
Place in a bowl containing all the almond flour mixture over the steaming water, and stir mixing consistently until the mozzarella melts and the mixture forms the dough, which is it's happening, but it's taking its sweet time. But what's going on your phone? You blowing up over there?
New photo book. You know, Google does that.
Oh yeah. Is it about me?
It's about our trip to Boston.
Oh, I got one because it's my birthday month, and so it was like, hey man, happy birthday! Here's a bunch of pictures of you. And I was like, I see myself in the mirror every day. What do I need to do? Yes. Okay. Oh yeah.
Is it coming together?
It is. It's slow, but it's coming together. I mean, we got to boil it going, so it's hot enough, as indicated by the.
Steamy.
Yeah, double boilers though. I don't know. I mean, good for chocolate.
They're good for melting.
And this is, I mean, really, I guess you want
They just
this.
want a gentle heat, right?
Yeah,
That's
and
what-
I think what this is, it's that you want this to have a gentle heat so that the almond flour, when it starts to melt, it coats it, and then it has something.
When the cheese melts, it coats the flour.
I guess so. I mean, almost like we're making those Parmesan bites, mixing with there. I don't know how that, except for not really. So scratch that. it is coming together. I don't know how it's going to form a dough, but we'll see. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. Now, if you're not got a spot that you can hold on to, have a silicone glove or something like that, or a hot pad, or a cool. Why are they called hot pads? They should be called cool pads because they keep you cool.
Yeah, but they're for grabbing hot things.
What's the deal with hot pads? They should be called cool pads.
Cool pads.
That's the
You're a cool pad.
worst Jerry Seinfeld you've ever seen.
Okay, is there something I can do with this filling, like transfer it to something else so
Yeah,
that you
could do
can?
that. And then you could fill it with a little bit of like a quarter thing of vegetable oil.
Okay. I can't go.
Why can't you?
I got it.
I mean, unless comment that moves it over quickly. And then, once you get that done, then I'll put it on there and warm it up there while this is doing.
Oh shoot! I almost used soap.
You almost used some soap. A soap
It was just
special?
sitting right here, and I was like, "Oh, use this," and I was like, "No, should not use that."
Mixture forms a dough. Okay, well,
Is it happening?
I mean, sort of. I'm stirring it as instructed. Oh, my arm's tired. Jeez.
Come on, guy, get it together.
It's not my fault that this is a weird recipe. I don't think this is traditional samosas. So,
No, because it's all gluten, everything free.
yeah. Well, I feel bad for you, Sandra, that this is after how you eat. So, imagine if you were really, really badly celiacs. That'd be bad.
I'd still eat it.
Okay, so that's sort of what you're looking for, I guess. Okay, now while that's doing that, I'm gonna turn that down real quick, and I'm gonna get two pieces of parchment paper. Did she get you? Oh. Now this is the weird part. So I'm gonna move some stuff around here.
Honey, that's cute because you're indicating that this whole thing hasn't been weird.
Well, this is what happens when you figure things out. Okay, so I got this bigger piece down, and now I need a stir. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to turn this out onto this one. Not very ceremoniously. This is weird. I would have, if I had done this was all crazy, we've not done this one, I'll tell you what. This is going to have to be a redo like rice pilaf, I feel like.
Maybe not. What if it turns out beautiful?
I mean, it could. Oh, you're doing that again?
I thought you wanted me to. I thought you were going to fry them.
Right. I was going to do it in vegetable oil because I don't think it's not point this high. But it doesn't matter. You've already done it, so let's keep moving on. I appreciate your effort.
Okay, you want me to add this?
Yep. All right, so we need to make this into a somewhat square thing. And it needs to be about 8 inches wide and 16 inches long. That seems very specific. And I don't know if we'll be able to do that. Yep. This is super easy to work with. This is why don't take shortcuts and try to make it healthy. Just eat what it is and only eat a little bit.
You can't put it through the KitchenAid pasta roller?
Yeah. That would gum that thing up in no time.
Oh, because it's not sticking together?
It's cheese.
Well, so what? The flatty things?
It won't work. Okay. That's as good as it's going to get.
Do you want a smaller Wellington? We have a lot. That's not there yet. Those are too thick.
How do you know?
Because what did you
doesn't
say it was
say.
supposed to be?
8 inches by 16.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. Now,
What does it only make 4?
it makes 8.
Oh.
So I don't know. Hold on. So now I cut the dough in half lengthwise. Which is lengthwise in this case? This
Right
way?
to left.
Okay. And then half crosswise, which is not a measurement. It's lengthwise or width. Crosswise is not a thing. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. That's not true. Okay, then cut each of the 4 sections in half crosswise.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like, you're supposed to have a rectangle.
Yep, you are. But we're going to do the best we can do with the craziness we have. I mean, like, this isn't even a form thing, but we're going to do it. All right, so now we take this thing and we're going to put some filling in it. And this needs to be all the way up. And then we're going to try and do something here. Will it work? Who knows? But I have baked beans and I have other things to eat if it doesn't. This is what happens when you try new things, people. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna do that much. Maybe a little bit more. Who knows what's gonna happen? Anything. And I think you're supposed to just like, let's just do this. I'm gonna just pinch it together until, oh, no, not like this. There's a thing that is not normal. And then you're supposed to bake this? That's what the thing is. You're supposed to bake it. But no, that thing is falling apart.
Maybe you try to make one on part that's really more rectangular.
Yes. Like this one?
Yeah. Well, it should be a square. And then put a little bit of filling.
Well, I'm telling you what the recipe tells me, and that's what
Well,
I
you didn't, well, sort of, because you
No.
didn't actually make a rectangle. And you
I did exactly
fold
what I
it
told you.
like a triangle now.
It's not going to fold. I can tell you that already. Because it is falling apart. Yep. Continues to fall apart. This is my nightmare.
What part is falling apart? Oh, it's good. You made one. That's good.
Well,
That's it.
I'm making one. This is ridiculous. Again, make things the right way. This is like not a thing.
Pinch that side again because it came loose.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Ugh. This feels weird. See, it keeps falling apart, but it's not, it's cheese. This is the stupidest thing ever. I reject this wholeheartedly.
I want
it's all
two
done.
things to happen.
We're
Well,
done.
you have to fry that.
I'm gonna fry this, but I'm just saying that this is so dumb. I'm just telling you right now, everybody, don't do this recipe. If you get to this part of the episode, do not do it. It just don't. It's the dumbest thing ever. Look, it doesn't like that side. You do one side, and the other side comes open.
Why isn't it sticking?
Because
it's like something is squeezing out.
Stupid.
Is it because your filling is too oily, maybe?
I don't know. I'm just gonna let that do its thing. I don't know why it's not gonna do anything. Probably gonna turn into some sort of gummy mess.
I want you to just put a piece of that dough directly into the fryer. I want to see what happens to that. I'm curious. Is it frying? Oh yeah, it's frying.
Yeah, that's weird though. Whole thing was weird. I don't like it. I don't know what was on this. It looks like ribs.
Don't use that. Get a clean
What are you
one.
talking about? They're just rib.
Get a
juice.
clean one.
Okay,
Next week on side dish, we make samosas the real way.
yeah, maybe. If I haven't wandered off into the desert to let the coyotes eat me. It's ridiculous. Good thing not too many of you are watching tonight. I appreciate the people who are here. I really do. But my God. Yeah, it just turned into like, oh, no, thank you.
What happened?
It's like sticking. Oh, there we go. And this one is like literally melting into like, no me gusta. No. Yeah, I'm to the whole nation of India. I'm very sorry. Next week, I will be finding a better recipe. We're gonna do this. Try to do.
Oh, what's happening? Leave it alone. Oh, what is that? What is happening there?
It's melting. It's disintegrating.
That's what it said, bake. Don't fry.
I guess.
Oh. Is that the samosa? Oh, shoot.
That's what you get right there. This is when you play God, everybody, and you don't do what you're supposed to. I am ashamed of myself.
It was my recipe.
I will tell you, this is even worse than rice pilaf. And that is my nemesis. This is by far the worst thing that has ever happened on this show, and I apologize for it.
But the mulled wine was good.
Yeah, that was it.
Have some more of that.
Yeah. I'm going to drink an exceptional amount. I'm going to make some eggnog probably next. I mean, we got to wait for it to finish.
Yeah.
Obviously, at this point, it's probably going to be absolutely gross.
You don't know. Might be good.
So mad.
What happens if you just like roll it?
I don't know. I've given up. The will to live is leaving me. All right.
What if you eat that and it's so good?
Well, then I get, you know what's even better? Is that next week when we make real ones, they'll be 10 times as good. So I'm going to get this off the heat before it smokes us out. And hopefully it doesn't melt all the wax over there. It's like fried cheese bread.
What's that? Is that you?
I mean, it is not good texture.
It's not?
It's not. It's like crispy, chewy, gross. The flavor's okay.
It's not a texture.
No, it's not. It's not great. If you don't ever come across this recipe, I'm not going to tell you where it's from. I'm sorry, but it's not good. The filling is probably good. I'm going to keep this filling, and tomorrow I'm going to attempt with wonton wrappers to make some. We'll see what happens. What do you think?
I don't think it's that bad.
Huh?
It's like cheesy. It's good.
It's not good. I don't know what I mean. Anyways, let's get out of this catastrophe.
Okay.
First of all, thanks for tuning in, those of you who made it after we had whatever happened. Next week, we will not be using this computer. We will be using something that I find somewhere. And, hey, I'll be 44 next week. So when you see me, tell me if I look older or not. This episode has aged me 10 years. I love you. We all love you very much. Thank you for tuning in. We hope your holidays so far have been good. Remember, be kind, be loyal, and do something nice for somebody next week. We'll see you then.
Okay, so now you go to that black circly thing.